Hello everybody and welcome to an update video. I realize it's been a long time since I've recorded anything. The reason for that is because I figured I have to do some kind of update video because I haven't been able to upload at all, or record for that matter. So what happened was, firstly, in the long string of, I guess you could say, bad luck, my mouse broke because I had a glass of water on my desk and it was underneath, like a desk had like a partition thing that was underneath, so I had my cup on that because I thought that, my cup wouldn't spill into any electronics because my electronics were on top. And then a cat jumped up on there and smacked my mouse into the cup. And my cup stopped working. Or not, my cup stopped working, what am I saying? My mouse stopped working. And thankfully I was, I had a graphics art tablet, so I could still use that as mouse. So I don't have a mouse right now, but I also had my Xbox and the Wii that I used to record broke within a week and a half of each other. And here's the kicker. I was going to record... Well, actually, let me just take it back to where it all started. So, my Wiimote, just as saying for all of those of you who are watching Skyward Sword right now, my Wiimote for that, I did some further testing, and my nunchucks worked absolutely fine with another controller. I'd never tested that before, and which I thought I did, but apparently I did not, because I tested it one more time just to make sure if I didn't test it before, and turns out, yeah. All my nunchucks work. The problem was my motion controller. After looking at my motion controller, I then noticed that my motion controller has a lot of rust on it, which, by the way, for anybody who lives in a humid area or intends to live in a humid area, be careful with your stuff, because it's so easy for it to just rust and turn green, or it'll turn like all kinds of shades of brown. I looked at my motion controller, and my motion controller had a ton of rust and severe damage on the plug-in port, which means that nothing I plug into it will work. The controller itself works fine, but the plug-in points don't work, and because I'm forced to use a nunchuck or an attachment for Skyward Sword, I can no longer play Skyward Sword until I get another Wii Motion Plus controller. So in the cause of doing that, I was looking at different jobs to get some kind of, like, a lot of money so I can, repair all this stuff, because it all just broke all at once. And then when I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna record Okami, because, that was the other series I was doing, and it didn't require a motion controller, and I don't have a motion controller adapter, so I'll just record Okami and finish that up, and that'll be good. Well, when I was going to do that, another problem arose. While I was searching for a job, and I'd move my stuff around and everything, and to be more efficient for recording and doing that job, I noticed that my Wii was not turning on. It did not have a light. It wasn't doing anything. Turns out that the Wii itself was dead. This can happen for multiple of reasons, but usually involves shorting out via a plug-in, or the adapter going out, so it just takes the Wii with it. Sometimes the Wii can just get shorted out from a surge, even though we didn't have a surge at the time. Just a lot of things can kill the Wii. Unfortunately, you know, with all this, you know, going down, my Xbox also broke. It had the red ring of death. It had, because I thought, well, maybe I'll use my Xbox then and record something on my Xbox. My Xbox then broke and I had a red ring of death and would not work. Still does not work. I don't know what's wrong with it, other than it just suddenly had a red ring of death, even though I had not used it in months. But my only options for when I'm not busy now to record is I'm going to be recording a lot of probably Bahamut Lagoon and some other things, and finishing off Final Fantasy 2/4, which I keep saying I'm going to get to, but I end up having 500 million things to take care of before I can do that, and yeah, it's been a lot, and this all happened within a span of a week or two, so there's not much I can do. The only thing I can do is, if I get some money coming in, maybe I can start playing the PlayStation 2 that I have, because I'm working on how to record with that effectively, and I do have a lot of games for that, so we'll see. If you guys have any PlayStation 2 games that, you know, you'd like to recommend to me that I might have, we'll see. I'll play them, and all that jazz. I'm going to be getting the right method. I've been, you know, attempting recording with it a few times, and I'm thinking it's going to be good. But you never know, it's a completely different thing than, say, the Wii or the Xbox, so it's got its own finicky settings and whatever with OBS, which OBS is a pain to deal with. Also, if you see a drop in quality in the video, you know, when you watch them on YouTube, it's gonna be because I have to use my current PC, my new one, instead of my old one, which is the old one is what I usually used to record. I'm gonna try to record at the same quality without lag, but if I cannot, I'm just gonna have to deal with the punches and have to record in a lower quality, unfortunately, because I have to use this computer to do my job, so yeah. But I just wanted to let you guys know what's going on, and these are the things you need to expect. I just find it so terrible that not only do I have to get a replacement Wii, I also have to, like, and by the way, just for what you're wondering, if you're going to add on the comments, oh, you need to try the AC adapter reset. I have tried that. In fact, I've waited a couple of days with it unplugged just to see if that would help. I also did the 2-minute process of just unplugging it, plugging it back in. Did not work. So my Wii is shorted out. It's not going to be fixed. So I have to try to see if I can get the money to get a new one, which means that all of my saves, yeah, they're all gone. All of my saves from, like, everything that I've done on this channel is now gone, which means that for all of my existing Let's Plays, I have to replay them all the way up to that point, and that's going to be hard because on Skyward Sword, I was only 20% left of the game to beat it. Also, if you see the Lost Orb coming out, that is because Lost Orb is the only thing that I have fully recorded that I still have left in my back burner that I recorded a long, long time ago. So you're probably going to see a lot of that, and probably some Darkthaw Prophecy. Maybe some other things going down. We'll see. Just some things on the computer that I can record that I'm going to be able to record are going to be recorded. Which sucks. But hey, you know, things happen. You just gotta roll with the punches, though it's really bad luck I've been having lately. And I just remembered, you know, that also applies to the Xbox. Everything I've ever done on the Xbox is now gone. So, yeah. This is why you shouldn't have, like, get stuff from unreliable, you know, things sometimes. But then again, the only reliable console I've ever owned is my PlayStation 2, which has lasted over 20 years and longer than me. Like, this thing has been a trooper. It just, I can't understate enough how good a PlayStation 2 is. For those of you watching, that's probably the most reliable console there is, and that includes the Nintendo Switch, and PlayStation is like the best I think I've seen for reliability, effectiveness, and still continuing to survive. The only way you're getting rid of a PlayStation is if you get rid of it by selling it. That's my experience, at least. Even my PlayStation 1 works, so we'll think of something with that. I might be able to use, play PlayStation 1 games that I have, PlayStation 2 games that I have, and we'll see if you guys, enjoy that in the future. I'm going to be trying to record when I have time, but it's going to be difficult. I'm going to be thinking about what games I have and what games I can play. Also, I'm sorry that, again, I wasn't able to play any horror games for October, even though I had full intention to play horror game every night, including, Luigi's Mansion and all that. But I just did not have the ability to. Because like I said, I've been trying to get a job for this entire month, but specifically the middle part of it, when I disappeared from the channel. I've been trying to get a job so that I can pay for stuff to be able to play more different types of games on here. But yeah, I just wanted everybody to know, okay, this is what's going on with me. You may be seeing like an episode every few days instead of every day. We'll see. But yeah, I just wanted everybody to know what's going on, and yeah. So this is what you can expect. It's unfortunate, and I wish I didn't have such terrible luck, especially this year. But, maybe I'll have amazing luck next year. We'll see. Or amazing luck the rest of the year. I'll see. Thank you guys so much for watching, and expect an episode coming of something later on tonight. Or today. We'll see. See you guys then.